All right, guys, today we just want to give y'all 10 things that we think are critical for you being successful. And these are 10 things that we use on a daily basis. Number one is consistency. So no matter what you're doing out there, you want to stay consistent with that, because without consistency, you're not going to get anywhere. I don't care if you're just trying to lose weight, if you're trying to accomplish something, you have to be consistent with your goals, your dedication, and your learning and your thought process on a daily basis. That's the only way that you're going to get to where you want to be, is consistency.
Right, and that leads to this one. It's not number 2 as in a list of 1 through 10, but it's number 2 on this video, and that is positive thinking. Whew. I mean, 2 words, positive thinking. Put them together, you're well on your way. So with that being said, if you can't think positive about every situation that you're in, then you're not thinking hard enough, because it always can be worse, no matter what situation you're in. So always think positive about everything, whether it's you're dealing with your job, your boss, your spouse, your friends, even a project. Like, it can always be worse. Like, so just think positive and take that positive route. Like, and it'll work out for you, I promise you.
And cut all those negative ass people out your life too.
You gotta cut all the negative people out. Like, if you hang around anybody that's negative, they're probably gonna be negative about you too, whether you wanna believe it or not. So just stop hanging around negative people, or ask those negative people to chill out with all the negativity.
Yeah, having a positive mindset, or just your thought process and mental alone is like the number one key to being successful in anything that you do. All right, another great thing is learning how to fail forward. No matter what industry you're in, or no matter what you do, you always going to have failures. It's what you do after you fail. You can lay down and stay down, or you can get back up and keep pushing forward. And your failures are what mold you and make you a better person, and they strengthen you. So in all reality, you need those failures to help you become the person you're trying to be, and have the success that you want to have. Because without those failures, it won't shape you. Like, one of the first new builds I ever done, I lost $75,000 on my first new construction house that I ever built. And I could have stayed down and gave up and quit. I figured it out. I scrapped, I scraped, I borrowed money to build another house. In the next house, I made $100,000. So, but that just shows you that if you learn how to fail forward and keep pushing, you will get to become successful. But learning how to fail forward is another great one.
Right, and I'm glad you said that, because that leads us into the next one, the burning desire to learn. Like, if it wasn't his ambition or his tenacity to move forward, he wouldn't be in the position that he's in. And with that, he had to learn how to be a better person, learn how to be a better builder, learn how to be a better GC, learn how to be a better agent. You just had to look. His desire to learn, to be better, it was just burning inside. So with that being said, you have to want to be better, but you have to learn how to be better in order to want to be better. So it's that desire to learn, whether it's, like, I'm always go back to school, because a lot of you guys watching this video are in school one form or another, where you're learning under someone or you're taking classrooms. But either way, if you just keep learning, you're going to eventually find what your calling is. So just with that desire to learn and that burning desire to learn, you're going to always move forward in the right direction.
So, like, when I wanted to do something, when I was thinking about becoming a real estate investor, I was always learning. Instead of me riding around listening to music, I was listening to podcasts. You know, at night, instead of me going home and watching SportsCenter, I was on YouTube looking at videos on, you know, how to flip properties and how to wholesale, and, you know, reading books. I was always educating myself and putting that stuff in my mind, and so that it became second nature. I was learning the terminology. I surrounded myself in just learning what I wanted to do. And it just made, you know, it easier when opportunities presented themselves, because I already had the knowledge and the information. So always be learning, always be pushing yourself forward, and always be trying to, you know, better yourself by education. So another one, guys, is going to be setting goals. You have to have goals in life. So you want to be able to set your goals, but you want to be able to set realistic goals that you can kind of achieve. Out the gate, if you're trying to buy and flip houses, you don't want to, say you're going to buy a $3 million house and off bat. Maybe start with something small and take baby steps and build your way up to that. But setting goals is definitely a must in this line of work and any line of work, period. Because without goals, they're just dreams. So set those goals, and that will help you, stay focused on what you're trying to accomplish.
And simply put, what's goals without work is dreams. I mean, you got to take action. So with that being said, you have to take action. No matter what you do, if you believe in yourself and believe in whatever you're doing, you have to take action. If you're an artist and you rap, you have to record more. You have to go to these places where people can see you. Same thing with entrepreneurs like Gene and myself. If you want to be a successful agent or a successful builder, you're going to have to put yourself around successful people. And by doing that, you have to take action first. So with that being said, please take action.
All right, that leads me to my next one. Don't be afraid to work hard, and don't be afraid to just work. A lot of people out there don't want to do the work. Everybody want to be rich, but nobody want to do the damn work. I remember when I first became an agent, how many nights I used to stay up to, 1, 2, 3 in the morning trying to read and educate myself. So I was never afraid of the work. Like if it was a house I needed to go see, I didn't care if I had to drive an hour or 2 hours to go see it. Like whatever it took for me to make it happen, I just made it happen. I was just thinking about trying to get the results. So do not be afraid of hard work, and do not be afraid of work, because that's going to make you better. That's going to help you get to your goals faster.
Right. That leads me to this. Stop making excuses. Excuses never work. Like they just prolong the problem that you're facing. So if you can handle, I was always told if money can fix your problems, then you don't really have a problem. If you don't make excuses. So go ahead and stop making these excuses and go out here and get some money. Like, it's too much money out here, like for real. I know we're dealing with a lot going on in the world today, but if you stop making these excuses, like if you don't have any money, don't say you can't work at McDonald's. Don't say you can't work at Publix. Don't say you can't work at these type of places if you really don't have nothing, because you're simply making excuses. Everybody has to start somewhere. So with that being said, stop making excuses and go get some money. And that leads to the last one. Visualizing yourself accomplishing these goals. Like there's no greater feeling than accomplishing something. But until you get that feeling, visualize yourself accomplishing it. And that'll help you get to that point. Like if you're running a marathon and you like, I'm tired, I don't feel like going anymore. If you can visualize the joy that you're gonna bring yourself once you cross that finish line, it'll make you go harder. So right now, if you got a goal, no matter how big or small it is, if you can visualize yourself hitting that goal, then bust it wide open. Like I'm gonna keep reflecting to the project that's behind us. When we woke up this morning, we knew we had some big projects to do. But by us coming here and looking at this $1 million rehab, come on, man. We didn't wake up and say, let's go do this $30,000 rehab. We woke up and said, let's go knock out this $100 million deal. I mean, not 100 million, but $1 million deal. So if you get what I'm saying, just always visualize yourself accomplishing these goals, and it'll push you to the pursuit of being a greater person and thinking more positive, and that wraps everything up. And we hope you guys can use these tips, like for real. So if you have any questions, make sure you leave them below, comment, like this video, and please subscribe to our channel. I mean, we just out here trying to give y'all guys free game. So once again, I'm KP.
I'm Geno J.
The Real Estate
Gurus.
And we thank you. See you on the next one.